Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the managing director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we're discussing work authorization in Thailand and the notion of quote-unquote invasion. When I say invasion, I'm using a bit of hyperbole, but I have to be honest with you. I've been very concerned and I've been very disconcerted about the state of the American southern border primarily, because what is being referred to as illegal immigration is starting to look a lot like invasion. And I've been talking to a number of folks here recently, especially in the context of what I think is going to be a major shakeup with regard to the destination Thailand visa and work authorization associated with all of this real nebulous stuff that this recent government has started to say, well, you know, we're relaxing these things, but they haven't gone through proper channels. At the end of the day, the Labor Department is ultimately in charge of dealing with foreign labor certification here in Thailand. And I don't think, I talk to a lot of foreigners about this topic, and I don't think they fully understand the context or the nuance. What am I talking about? Well, I'll talk to people and they'll say, well, we're coming in with money. Okay. Or they'll also say, we're not taking a Thai job. Okay. That's not the concern amongst Thais, if you understand the underlying reasoning here. And what am I talking about? Well, if someone is able to have their own livelihood and then come here to Thailand, they can effectively live here. Well, if tons and tons of people come into Thailand, Thailand could be subsumed by outsiders. Now, I know that sounds like hyperbole to many Westerners, but it's really not. And if you look at the history of Thailand and how they had to hold off colonial powers, how they had to hold off certain powers during the Cold War, they've had to maintain their own independence and autonomy and sovereignty, but they've also needed to do this by maintaining the integrity of their immigration system. And the reason for that is, again, if people can come in here and just sort of make their own living, then they could just be here. And that could result in large numbers of foreigners ending up in Thailand and large number of foreigners effectively not leaving. And that could result in, for lack of a better term, an invasion. It may not be an invasion like we think an invasion is, like Alexander the Great at the head of some, horde of cavalry or something. That's not what we're talking about. We're just talking demographically being subsumed by many foreign nationals in one state's given exclusive domain. And that is something that is always going to be a hot button issue, both politically and personally to many Thais, and something that I don't think a lot of foreigners really keep in mind when they try to analyze various policies and policy thinking pertaining to immigration and work authorization here in the Kingdom of Thailand.